What's going on, guys? Matt Wacek here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the first video in the City Page Pro case study. So what you can expect to see in this series is not so much a tutorial on using the software, because if you do decide to use the software and purchase it, you are going to have an amazing set of tutorial videos on how to set things up. So this video, I want to basically share with you guys how I set up things in terms of on-page SEO, as well as other specific things that I do with my local affiliate sites in terms of just specific little things and specific plugins that I use. So another thing that you'll also be able to see is every single link that we build. If we go out there and acquire 400 Web 2.0 links, I probably won't show you every single one of those links, obviously, because there's 400 of them, but I'll basically tell you, hey, yeah, on this date, we decided to purchase this service from this particular vendor on Legit. And since that has gone through, here's some of the changes in our indexing and our rankings. So basically sharing with you everything. The domain is draincleaning.info. It's not a .com or .net, .org or anything like that. So we've seen some good results so far with .infos. And so I figured, hey, let's see what we can do with this one for drain clean. And so to start things off right away, let's look at the theme that I am using. So this is a 100% free theme from just whatever this marketplace is in the back end of WordPress. So you can just go, and what I would do is just type in add new, search directory, and see what works for you, because some niches are not going to maybe work with these color schemes, and I think you can tweak the colors. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into it. I try to not put a lot of time into these sites because you really don't want to be putting too much time into these sites. It's really all about just the numbers and getting as many of them out there as possible, as fast as you can and as soon as you can. So this particular site I have, I think it's called Listing, is the theme. Really, really good one. If you've set up anything within WordPress, it's pretty simple. And actually, before you even go out and get a site, what I would highly recommend that you do is go and get a Gmail account that's set up for the site that you're building. So let's say you're targeting, I don't know, water heater repair or something like that. What you're going to want to do is have that set up so that way you can set up Google Analytics really easily and Google Search Console for that site, because you want to be tracking what's going on with your site in terms of the indexing and the performance and where and how people are finding your site, as well as the traffic acquisition and that sort of stuff. So Google Analytics and Search Console allow you to do both. Then you're going to want to head over to Namecheap, get your domain name, register it there. So then head over to HostGator. The first month is basically free. It's going to cost you a penny when you use the promo code 1cent, which there is a link to both HostGator and Namecheap right down below in the description of this video. And then as soon as you get your hosting, you switch over the name servers. And if you don't know how to do that, there's a video on my channel that goes super in depth with it. So go back and watch that. Then what you want to do is install WordPress. Once WordPress is installed, go and create an email at that domain name. You can do it easily from the cPanel. Just do something generic like sales at your domain or info or whatever, webmaster. It doesn't really matter. You just need to have that for when you get citations in the future to make it easier for the person that is going out there, the vendor on Legit, that's going to build those citations for you, because you can have a email account that's at the domain. Makes it a lot more trustworthy to the website that you're putting the directory listing on. So then the next thing you're going to want to do is go straight to the support of HostGator and have them manually install your SSL. And make sure they install the really simple SSL plugin, but just make sure that they do that so that way the SSL is fully activated. So the next plugin that you're going to want to add is a Call Now button. There are tons of different ones out there. The one I'm currently using is by Jerry Reitveld. On the mobile, when you're viewing your website, you'll see at the bottom of the screen that there's basically a button to tap to call. So then some of the other ones that are going to be important are the Google Analytics by AMRM. I can't even pronounce that name. You guys can see it here on the screen. That was one of the easiest ones to get set up and basically get up and running and making sure that the pixels or the code was working properly. So then you're going to want Google XML Sitemaps by Arnie Brachhold, and then WP Forms Lite, because then when you do apply to Lead Smart, you want to be able to monetize the contact form submissions that come through. So once all those plugins are set up, then go through the process of setting up City Page Pro, making sure it's all super optimized and everything. I'll actually show you guys the template that I use on the City Pages. And so I'll actually show you guys the text in the on page and the meta title, meta description, that sort of stuff that I have on the City Pages, because these are the pages that are going to rank. It's not so much going to be the state pages that you're going to see your traffic. It's going to be mostly from the City Pages. So you can see for the title, it's just Drain Cleaning City State Short, and then the bracket bar thing, unclog drains 24/7 in blank. You could even maybe throw in the phone number there if you wanted to. We're just going to leave that out for now. Same exact thing here for the keywords. And then for the description, It's basically the same as you would for any other site in terms of getting it to rank. So you have your city in there a couple times, different variations of the service name or different keywords, and then of course a call to action in every single one of these. So call, then the phone number to speak with our drain cleaning or drain unclogging specialist today. Pretty simple. So then the featured listing, I am actually not using this. I like the look of how the just top city page looks, so that's what we're gonna go with for this one. So then from here, once these pages are set up, make sure you go through the settings on the Google Analytics plugin and get that all set up and ready. Then go through and use the Google Tag Assistant to ensure that it is all set up properly and will be firing when you start getting website visitors. And so then coming back here to the homepage, a lot of people will do different things on the homepage. I just basically have it say, hey, drain cleaning service across the nation, call us today, or request service. And actually I'll show you guys that page here in a minute. And I basically just take the list of all of the state pages and copy it to the homepage. So that way if we're sending links to the homepage, link juice will flow to each one of these state pages. Make it really, really easy. So then for the footer, I'll show you guys here how we have these widgets set up. So with this particular theme, that allows us to have 3 different widgets in the footer area. So for this one, we just have, hey, welcome to this site, and etc., etc. Just, you could throw in some generic text there if you want. Obviously, create your own. Don't just rip mine and put it into yours. Then in the center widget for the footer, we dragged the local page category over to it. So if you watch the tutorial that Matthew Zivkovic put together, you'll see he does this exact same thing. So what I've done is basically just title it services, and then you have drain cleaning, and then it goes to the link here, which will bring us to the page with every single state on there. So then the information, we just have our privacy policy, terms of services, and then for the request service page, which is basically just a generic contact us page, nothing specific or anything. And it's basically just that WP Forms Lite, which again is very, very simple to use. They have great instructions on how to set it up. And you copy and paste the short code right onto the page, publish it, and boom, it's good to go. So then if someone fills out their information in here, it gets sent to Lead Smart with the proper email that is set up for that. And then that's pretty much it. This is like a 30-minute thing to set this up, if that. So there we go. It's pretty much all set up and ready to go. So next thing we're going to do is head over here to bulk add URL, and we're going to copy and paste some of the URLs here on the site. So I'm going to pause the video, put those all in here, and then we'll be right back. So I just went through and grabbed 20 URLs from the site. So we got the home page, some of the state pages, and then some of the city pages. So then what we're going to do is just press send here. We have it set up to shuffle the URLs as well. That was not a default setting. So if you were doing this with tons and tons and tons of URLs, you'd want to maybe drip feed this a little bit, but we're just going to hit send, and there we go. It's all done. So from here, we're just going to see how it indexes over the next couple of days. We'll check back next week, maybe later this week. We'll see what happens. And then we're going to start building some links as soon as things start getting indexed. And then we're going to start getting some trust building backlinks here to the site and take it from there. So if you like seeing these types of videos with case studies or seeing tutorials and that sort of stuff, I appreciate if you went down below, dropped a like on this video. And if you want to get access to CityPage Pro, the mass page directory building software, there's a link right down below to the description where you can get access to the software, as well as the VIP support group and a whole bunch of other cool bonuses to go along with that. And if you want to also get access to guided step-by-step training to build out local affiliated websites and rank them doing SEO, there's a link down below also to both of our courses that we have available. So with that said, I will see you guys in the next video.